listen up. If you're planning a trip to the countryside and happen to end up in the wetlands, there might be a little something you can do for me. No stink this time, I swear on Shrew Thicket.
Oh?
Yeah, see, back in the day, I used to run a small processed cheese side gig. We did stuff, all sorts of stuff, for all sorts of reasons. Way out in the swamps. Anyway, I came up with a really great recipe, real special one. Problem is, I forgot it. You'd be helping me a ton if you could find it. It's called Perfect Bog Fondue.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Won't make it water, for that matter.
Appearances can be deceiving, Jack. Track it down, and I'll be in your debt.
Yeah, just add it onto the pile.
Jack! Avast me hearty. How was the bay?
Stinky.
Yes. Well, the place could use, as the forefathers would say, a touch of gentrification. But did you find anything useful?
I did. The cops are neck deep in the shrew racket, dunked like a breadstick in a bowl of melted mozzarella.
That spells trouble. Either for us or the shrews. What else did you come across?
Well, looks like there was some kind of a deal between the cheeseleggers and the ringleader of the crooked cops. Goes by Sims.
Captain Sims?
One and the same.
Terrible news indeed. We need to tread carefully from here on out.
That ain't all. There was this scientist of sorts there. The way he carried himself rubbed me all wrong, and not in the good way. This ain't your run-of-the-mill trafficking ring, Cornelius. I can feel it in my gut. Either that, it's something that I had for lunch. Either way, something much darker is going on.
You have to dig deeper, Jack. Little lives depend on it.
You don't need to remind me. With the cheeseleggers in play, the cops likely headed for the wetlands. That's where I'm going.
Good. Get some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Hard evidence, Jack. Harder than a diamond-laced grana padano.
Going through with this?
Well, the boss said so we do it. These cheeseleggers have outlived their
usefulness?
Yep. So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom like sky high, then we're out of here.
God damn it.
Man, you really went hard.
What's this raid about, huh? What are you coppers up to?
I don't know, man. I'm just following orders.
Really? I'm sure you can do better than that.
The boss said, plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom, like sky high. He said we gotta clear out the swamps, rid him of those cheese-legging scum. They're no good no more. Outlive their useful.
All right, enough. I get the picture. Now I gotta find the cheese-legger's boss before the crooked cops get him. That's the same bird I saw at Waller Bay. A clue, a lead, and a good laugh. What more could a mouse detective want? Hey there, old-timer. What's keeping you busy?
Cooking cheese curds for my boys, and that cheese be tasting fine. Gonna kick them hard and pee, and together we will dine.
Say, good fella, does the name Perfect Bog Fondue ring any bells?
Well, I ain't heard that name since I was just a boy. And I can bring you up the game so you can spread the joy. Wait. Whew. But if you want them secrets, you gotta help old me and fetch me my ah, man. And fetch me my list of things. Monty, who be asking for this?
Heard of John Brown? He's looking for a recipe.
Ooh, Lord. So my boy, Matt John, be keeping this. Ooh, it's hardly a surprise. He was nuts, a lang a mess, and cheese guggling was his vice.
You handle the stories, I'll handle the thingies. That old hilltop haunt, spookier than a tomb, and half as inviting. Find a way to sneak inside.
Into now.
Flying away. I'm zoning in on ya.
Some of them thingies. cheese leg is in sight. Got a whiff of yeast, though.
No discord!
Come on!
Sing!
The sounds paint the void.
Avoid the void!
Got an eldritch feeling about this.
Carmen Bolger!
What in the absolute...
Silence! The dissonance! The song! Do you hear it?
No.
The unknown! It sings!
Yeah, I can sing too, but you won't like it. maybe it is all connected. Already here. Damn. I need to find the cheese luggers pronto. something for a sharp-nosed detective like me. You the boss here, fella?
I was. What?
All right, so who's the boss now?
It's a... man. This was too beautiful to be real.
What do you mean?
Them prospects, you know? See, we did a gig for that red lining coffee. Yeah. Toss them shrews out. Shove them. Somewhere out yonder. Then build some nice homes. Shops too for us. I even threw in some cash to get the whole enterprise running. All we was after was the fondue business. But man, no. They don't fool us. Lie to us. This sweet old goddamn couillon.
Who lied? Talk to me.
Them cops. That sleazy's a science ball. Maybe someone else too, eh? Why we even get into moving them shrooms? I was just... I hoped... a nice home. White picket fence, you know? Glass half full kind of thing. Everything was going fine. Root was clean. Straight through the depths. But then they sent them all.
Can you say that on record?
Oh. I'm done for, man. But you watch out now. He's coming.
Hey, stay with me. Help's on the way.
He's crazy. Out of control. Gonna deep fry every leg.
Rest in cheese, buddy.
Would you look at that? A scummy gumshoe knocking off swamp rats. That's nae against the law, mucker.
If I stick around, I'm melted goods.
me your bracelet! I'm coming for you! Now where do you think you're going, Jackie boy?
Oh, come on. Persistent bastard. Let's see if there's anything worth taking. If there's still a him to take from. This mess went deeper than a breadstick and hot mozzarella. It was time to wedge it into the rest of the puzzle. Now where's Corny?
Some dreams go quietly, others kick and scream. Mine live on.
So, Jack, what did you pull out of the swamps, huh? Tell me it's something useful.
A big red line disappointment, Corny. These cheeseleggers were just middlemen relocating the shrews for a quick buck, making the district clean, nice, and strictly for mice. Heck, even the cops seemed like they were on someone else's payroll. It's all just some cheapo supermarket cheese, layer upon layer upon layer. And right there, sandwiched between all those layers, this sleazy scientist keeps popping up with his sleazy look and even sleazier ideas. Can't quite put my finger on him.
Well, I know you'll crack this case. I'm sure of it. But that redlining business is deeply troubling.
I wouldn't believe it myself if it weren't for the dying words of a disillusioned cheeselegger. Poor sod.
Is that pity I hear in your voice, Jack?
Now it's just a cold, and I hate being used. I can't stand seeing people treated like tools by those crooked creeps in fancy suits, flaunting their ill-gotten authority. You know that better than anyone, Corny.
Excuse me?
We've both seen war, Corny. Or did that slip your mind? We were the tools.
Right. Well, Jack, I think it's the best course of action is to hunt down those cultists, scientists, and put an end to all this ruckus. They seem to converge in one spot, right?
Yeah, maybe.
What's taking so long?
Sense a strong lead with this one.
Hey guys, if you made it to the end of the video, you are a true legend and I appreciate you so much. Since you're here, check out these awesome videos on screen, and if you haven't already, just click my logo to subscribe. Bless up and take care.